on, guys? I am ZippingMeteor, and today I have a very special video to show you guys. You see, I've mentioned this a while back several times. I'm a big fan of arcade racers, and one of my favorites happens to be Nitronic Rush. Well, one of the first Kickstarters I ever backed was for the game you see in the upper left-hand corner, Distance, an arcade racer made by the same people who are now known as Refract Studios. I backed it for such a high amount that I was able to get into the alpha build of the game, which I am about to show you guys. Now, for those of you that don't know, Nitronic Rush was a freeware game. It's still free. Google it, you'll be able to get it for free. That was an arcade racer heavily inspired by the world of Tron. You're able to do flips, tricks, you're able to fly, jump. And it was an all-around really well-received game, made by just a few students at Digipen, I believe. I may be mistaken on that one. But when they left the school, or when they graduated, I guess you could say, they formed Refract Studios, who decided to kickstart their newest racer, the spiritual successor for Nitronic Rush, Distance. Since I backed it for such a high amount to get into the alpha, I am able to show you guys the build right now. They have given everyone free reign to do this. Even if I was to make money off the videos, they have given the okay. All I have to do is post a link down in the description below for their website, survivethedistance.com. And I have to tell you guys, this is the alpha build of the game. So there are bound to be bugs and various other things that need to be fixed before the final version. I'm going to bring up the game, turn on the audio, and then we'll go into the game on my other monitor. Now, it has multiplayer and solo, but unfortunately, I'm not able to get into the multiplayer right now. I'm not sure why. It's maybe the game itself, or maybe, I don't know, maybe my computer. I don't really fully know how the multiplayer is supposed to work in this version, but first we're going to go into, show you guys the controls. Everything appears to be fully rebindable, I think. No, it doesn't look like it is, but they do have advanced controls, which is something I highly encourage you guys to turn on. It's for the control pad itself, and instead of using, one stick for the steering and one stick for the controls, or one stick for the flight and one stick for the steering, it allows you to control both with one simply by pressing the left bumper. Seems more natural in my opinion. We're just going to go ahead and back out of this. And also, if we go into profiles, we are allowed to fully customize our car colors, and there will be more cars in the final version. Right now I have chosen an orange and green color scheme, but I can also randomize it as much as I want. And there are also some presets: Blue Thunder, or Blue Flame, Blue Thunder, Fire Burn, Green Depth, Green Lightning, Midnight, Peachy, Purplish, Sand Dune, Scarlet Cloud, kind of like that one, Smooth, which is an all-black car, and Snowtop. We're going to go to Scarlet, no, I don't like the bumper on that one. We'll switch to Fireburn for now. We're just going to go show you guys the solo mode. There are 3 modes. Sprint is the traditional mode, and there's Explore, so you can go anywhere, and Stunt. I haven't tried out Stunt yet. I seem to be having some issues with the audio. So, there we go. my speakers turned off. And of course it starts you out with a tutorial. Hold right trigger for gas. Left brake. I think this is probably one of the highest backed games I've actually backed on Kickstarter. I've backed it for such a high amount actually that I have 2 codes for this game, one for the alpha, which I have, and one for the full version, which I do plan to give away in a contest at some point on my channel. I won't tell you when, because I've currently got a contest going, and I don't know exactly when I want to do another contest. And if you heard of bangers, I apologize, I accidentally banged my controller against the desk. But I'm thinking I may use the extra version, or the extra copy of the game, as a prize to help promote my next top 5 beta. I just don't know when that's going to be. I've mentioned it before, but one top 5 that I'm really wanting to do is top 5 racing games, and I've been waiting to get some build of this game so that I could actually replace Nitronic Rush with Pistons. And that was a mistake. I just forgot what I was doing. It's hard to actually play a game and talk to you guys at the same time. And once we get out of the tutorial, I'll show you guys one of the really cool features of the new game, which is the damage to your cars. I don't believe there's anything in the, at least in this tutorial level, that shows you what I mean, but I mean, I can probably scratch up the paint and everything. And you'll notice, stop the car, like in Nitronic Rush, the car has boosters on all sides, so you can lean, do tricks. Doors fold out to be the wings. If I can, you know, see on the bottom there's a, I guess you can say it's kind of a little turbine. I guess to hold you against the walls and to provide some sort of realism to the boosting that the cars can do. I don't know if this was in Nitronic Rush, but there is also a first-person mode. And believe me, that is just as difficult as you would imagine to actually do tricks in. It becomes even more difficult when the damage is thrown into the mix. We'll go ahead and finish this tutorial level. Now, the damage is easily one of my favorite parts about this game. And if there's lasers in the next level, which I don't know if there is, I fully intend to show you guys this. But while we wait for that, if you notice on the back of the car, the entire heads-up display, from the compass to the speed to the timer, is all on the back of the car, so you're as immersed as possible into the game. The rear tail light is your heat meter for their boost. And of course, saw blades will destroy you if you hit them head on. Hit the sides of them, they'll usually just throw you across the map. Often for hilarious results, and I noticed there were some lasers up were damaged. We're gonna jump over here, and these seem to be cameras. I don't know if there's any real implication for this. And in Nitronic Rush, if you hit one of these lasers, you would blow up instantly. Here, though, it will slice your car into pieces and allow you to continue driving. Now, I can't steer to the left right now, because I have no steering on that side. I can use the boosters to steer a little bit, but Or rather, I can't steer to the right. I can use the booster to help control it a little bit, and I can still fly just fine. And it still leaves the trail for the other way. But it is very difficult to control normally. Of course, this isn't the end for a racer. You can cut up your car multiple times. If you manage to make it to a checkpoint while damaged, your car will regenerate. I don't know how many times you can actually cut up your car, but it becomes rather difficult to actually control yourself to go into the laser. I'm going to try to cut it one more time. I want to see if I can get rid of steering entirely. I've done it before. If you drive too slowly though, it won't do anything. At least not in this build. Ooh, we just lost another big chunk of our car. And even in first person mode, you notice the car's a little messed up, so you can't see quite straight. I do believe if you're damaged, if you hit things, it can more easily blow you up. See, right now I think I have half a driver in the car. It's kind of hard to tell, but see, now that I've gone through a checkpoint, my car's okay. Still got a little body damage, but that shouldn't have destroyed me. Actually, I probably should have. And just like in Nitronic Rush, you're encouraged to drive on the walls. You're encouraged to go wherever you want, because sometimes the road is just not the quickest path. Tricks still cool you down if you're overheating. So, as one of the little cutscenes or loading screens actually tell you, you're encouraged to do barrel rolls. You're encouraged to do tricks. You are not encouraged to crash into walls. That will not help you. Okay, enough playing around. If you're wondering, no, this bad steering is not the game, it's me. I'm trying too much to talk to you guys, and I'm not paying enough attention to the driving itself. And every time I see a laser, I'm like, ooh, what can I cut off this time? Still got these things which will throw you around like crazy. In Nitronic Rush, they would actually destroy your car most of the time. I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's actually intended to be that way in this version. Right now I'm driving upside down, so if I was to jump, I would fall off the track. Now the full version of this game will include things like a level editor, and apparently it's going to be very easy to mod. It will be coming onto Steam, and right now the alphas and the betas and everything are being, well, the betas aren't out yet, but the early versions of the game are being handed out to early backers through the Humble Bundle store. So I imagine it'll be available in the final release that way as well. Checkpoints are, I believe, supposed to cool off my car so I can fly as long as I want. If you hold the boost for too long, you will overheat, just like in Nitronic Rush. Backflip for style. A little nod from Rooster Teeth guys there. bounced off one saw and slammed into another. Save it, save it. That was intentional. Come on, you can make it up there. I'm not completely sure, but I think there might be a full video editor in the final version. Don't quote me on that, but I think they're trying to make that possible. And if there's a video, or if there's a level editor, I can't imagine it would be too hard for someone to mod in a video editor later on. So even if the developers don't make it, expect someone to mod it into the game at some point, because this game begs for something like that. I do intend to show you all of the levels that are in this early build. Maybe in multiple videos. I might do all the regular tracks on one video and then do the explore and stunt tracks on another video. Simply because I don't know how long this one's going to go, and it might be better to make it into multiple. I'm betting those cameras actually take screenshots of you while you're racing. It'd be pretty good in the multiplayer. I believe this was actually one of the first games that got green light on Steam. So it's gonna be, should be a pretty fun one when it comes to Steam. There aren't a whole lot of good racers on the platform anyway. Ooh, almost missed that one. It's okay, you can save it. It's a great thing about this game. Falling off is not always a surefire loss. Like there, I just barely managed to make it. Now we're gonna try to save it, get onto this building. There we go. If I wanted to, I could even drive on the bottom of this track. It'd be perfectly acceptable. Nope, not saving it this time. So I might as well just overheat and explode. Even though this is the alpha build of the game, I really haven't noticed anything that I would consider a bug, apart from maybe the fact that if your wing's taken off, you'll still see the trail left behind it. But really, besides that, I don't know of any bugs that I've seen. I've been playing it quite a bit since it came out yesterday. Try not to talk through this one. I want to see how fast I can actually beat the level. wrong building. I'm now driving on the bottom of the track. Come on, save it. There's no way I'm gonna get a best time out of this run. Some of you may be wondering, why is there a compass actually on the heads-up display when it's just a racing game? Well, it's because the final version, I guess, is meant to be a little bit more open, multiple split paths and things like that. So it can become a little less obvious where you're actually supposed to go. Well, where's the track going? I said screw the track right now. I'm gonna go wherever I want. But I guess the final version of the game is meant to be more expansive, more open. And it can become a little disorienting as to where you actually are. So knowing exactly where the track is and where the finish line is can be a big help. I think I'm going to change my car once I get done here. I want to test out a paint job. Or a color scheme, I guess. See right there, even though the arrows tell you to go one direction or the other, feel free to jump, turn on your wings, and fly past the track altogether. After all, the shortest distance between 2 points is in fact a straight line. Not always true with some games, but when you're given tools to fly, definitely true. Reset. Kinda jumped a little late there. Let's just see how much of a shortcut we can really take. Shouldn't have used the booster there. I could take a shortcut, but I seen lasers down there and I love slicing up the car. Ooh, we have no steering. We just lost all of it. No, I'm gonna go do that again. I lost both my front wheels and one of my back wheels. Yes, I can. Oh. That's not good. I cut off all 4 wheels. I had nowhere to go. Oh, this game's gonna be fun with multiplayer. Ground out a good chunk of my car there. Usually if you grind off a car from slamming into something, it will regenerate all on its own, if it's minor enough. This is not good. I had no idea this was just get off the road, I can't even tell which way is up at that point. But I like seeing how much I can cut off the car and still be able to function. I always did that in any driving game I could. How damaged could I possibly be and still manage to drive? It's a fun little challenge. It's one I imagine a lot of people are going to try out in this game. Okay, enough with the lasers. Let's finish this race. I say right as I drive into the laser. Here's an idea, Zip. Don't drive in the same pathway as you did every other time you got chopped up. One more video. I don't know how long the trick videos or the exploration videos will be, but I sense that this one's probably getting a little longer than I'd like. See, there's that loading screen I was talking about. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. This is the alpha build of Distance. Newest racer from Refract Studios. Go check out the website in the description down below, survivethedistance.com.